Alright, today's video is going to be on chemtrails. A lot of people, I think, have heard about this, but if you haven't, it's basically those planes, you've probably seen them before, in the sky that it just looks like, you know, they leave like a stream or two streams of clouds coming out the back. Because there are jets that spray these chemicals, and basically the purpose is to make clouds rain more often or faster. It just kind of all depends, because pilots have come forth and said that, you know, and admitted that they do have chemicals attached to the back. And one guy literally saw a video where he pulled up to a little airport and just started asking the guy a bunch of questions. He admitted to a lot. Still some stuff that I think is deeper, but when I find more information on this stuff, I might make a part 2. But so basically what they do is they have a bunch of chemicals on the back. It just kind of all depends. I don't know an exact number, but the one plane I saw in one video had like a bunch. I can't give an exact number, but you know, there's different chemicals on there. There's different buttons actually in the jet, the plane, whatever you want to say, to release certain ones. And the pilot was explaining this to the guy that was asking, you know, what do these planes do? I always see them. And, you know, he just basically told him. And that also, you know, the government sends them out. Certain missions can last a little bit. And then there's missions that can last up to 4 hours, he said. So, you know, basically, they're controlling the weather, or at least they're trying to. And I've noticed too, you know, they've been spraying all day. I've noticed too, the more they do that, you know, I believe, you know, they are doing it to enhance rain, you know, to enhance, more, you know, doing it for more precipitation in the clouds, from the clouds, but, you know, I don't personally believe it's just that. I think, too, they do it to create fake clouds to block the sun, because I always notice they do it, you know, they spray to where it covers the sun, and I know it always leaves these stray clouds that seem to always form, and I've literally watched this, like, it seems to form into a real, cloud, or at least that's what it looks like, but it's actually fake. So I've talked about this with a couple of my friends, and, you know, I don't think, you know, they're just trying to make clouds precipitate more, or just precipitate in general. I think what they're doing is, too, creating fake clouds to block the sun, for whatever reason. I have some theories on that, but, you know, I kind of want to do more research, and then I'll make a part 2. But, yeah, so, you know, it's just kind of funny that they don't tell us this stuff. We just never look up. Like, you know, they were doing it this morning, and there were hardly any clouds out, and now there's a bunch of clouds out. You know, it's like, I believe they're creating artificial clouds, fake clouds. You know, that's just my opinion, because I've noticed too, you know, the more they do it, it creates like this dome of like just a whole bunch of huge clouds, no matter what color, you know, white, gray, dark, you know, just, it doesn't matter. It's just, they're creating fake clouds, I believe, to cover up the sun. I think that's, you know, one of their it's like something in their agenda, because I can't really pinpoint the exact reasons. But all I can tell you is I believe they're definitely doing that. Others I haven't heard come out and say this, but I'm going to say it. I don't really care if I sound crazy or whatever, but I've noticed this, and the heavy days they do it, it creates like a dome cloud, not a dome cloud, a cloud dome, like nothing, like you look up and all you can see is just clouds all around you, and mostly gray clouds that I've seen and observed, and again, this happens like 1 or 2 days after. It just depends on how much they sprayed, but they're definitely spraying something up there to mess with the weather, to create to control the weather, and I believe to create artificial clouds, fake clouds. And this is what me and two of my friends that kind of know this type of stuff were talking about the other day, because it just seems too funny. Like, there's just no way they're doing that just to make a cloud rain, or make a cloud that is already looking like it's gonna rain, for the process to speed up. At least that's what the pilot said. That's okay, but I don't buy that whole story. I don't think, at least the government's not giving the full story. Whether that pilot was hiding information or not, or just blindly following, doesn't matter, because I don't believe that's all to the story. But again, do research on this. I'm not saying I'm right, not saying I'm wrong. It's just from what I observed. It doesn't seem. It doesn't seem like that's just the case, that they're just doing it to, make the clouds precipitate more or faster, to kind of speed up the process. I don't completely buy that. But do your own research. I'm going to continue on this as time goes on, and probably will make a part 2 on this. Not saying tomorrow I will, but maybe a little later down the road. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So next time you look up and you see those streaks coming from those jets, that's chemtrails. That's what a chemtrail is. The chemtrail pilots, there have been chemtrail pilots come forward and basically kind of lead on to certain things, and that seem all too fishy. Anyways, so they just say, oh yeah, so we just try to make the clouds rain faster. No, I don't see. I just can't buy that. Me personally, I don't feel like that's 100% true. I mean, it may be true, but I believe they're leaving out information, if you know what I mean, and leaving out details. And maybe not. Maybe the government's just, blinded them. But it's 9 times out of 10, it's hard to be, involved in something corrupt and not know it's corrupt. You know what I mean? So always be aware. Be conscious of your surroundings, even what's above you. And yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. So, do more research on this. I will as well. And you can leave some info in the comments or whatever if, there's more information out there, which there is, more information out there. If you go and find it, leave it in the comments. I'll make a part 2 on it. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.